Hey, all you amazing, wonderful, beautiful people out there. Hope you guys are in for a good video today because we got a lot of major news to talk about with the BSG podcast happening today with Cheeks, Fair, Clean, Aqua, and Nikita. So we've got a lot to discuss. They talked about a lot of major things coming to Escape From Tarkov, a lot of things that are going to be changed. So if you weren't able to attend that podcast, make sure you hang around for the entirety of this video so that way you get all the information possible. Alright, so we're going to start out by talking about the wipe. Now, it was stated in this podcast and it was asked when the wipe is going to be. As we know, this has been a long wipe cycle. This is actually my first wipe in Escape From Tarkov, but it was stated that the wipe will not be coming with patch 12.9, and it will possibly be coming right after that patch, and that patch is supposed to hopefully come out by the end of this year. So the wipe could be within a month or so, not really sure, but it sounds like it's around the corner. Alright, so we're going to get into a lot of the news and some of the updates that they discussed in the podcast today. So we're going to start out by talking about, they said that there's going to be a major rebalance of a lot of the stuff in Escape From Tarkov, from the way weapons function to the way quests are done and so on and so forth. Nikita went into a lot of detail about it, that they really want to rework the entirety of the game. So that's a huge thing that could be a huge boost to a lot of people and how they feel about Escape From Tarkov. So we're hoping for the best there. And like I stated with the wipe, 12.9 will hopefully be coming here in December. Nikita wasn't 100% sure, but it sounds like it hopefully will be here in December. Another thing Nikita really stressed was that BSG is working on fixing the late spawn issue. That has been an annoyance that a lot of people complained about in the Escape From Tarkov community, and it's something Nikita really wanted to stress, that they are working on it. BSG is hard at work trying to fix the issue, and that they've almost fixed the issue, and that everybody will spawn in the future at the same exact time. Nikita did say, though, that if your PC is slow at loading you into the game, you will actually be kicked from that server before you spawn in, just to make sure that everybody spawns in at the same time. So if you're running your game off an HDD, you want to try to get yourself an SDD so you can put your game on the SSD so you can get into your games quicker. So that was a big thing Nikita stressed, is that they're really working on fixing the late spawn issue, so be excited about that. Nikita did say that the Woods expansion got pushed back to 12.9. That's a bummer. I'm really looking forward to the Woods expansion, but I'd rather it be complete rather than rush a product out. So Woods expansion looks pretty awesome. We'll talk about it in detail later in the video. Nikita said the Vector is coming with 12.9, which is awesome. I know a lot of people have been wanting the Vector in the game. Some of my buddies are really looking forward to the Vector being in the game. So that is supposed to come with patch 12.9. Also, there's supposed to be a new face selection screen similar to voice selection to kind of give the players a little bit of customization with their PMCs in Escape From Tarkov, and it'll work just like the voice selection. Essentially be like a drop down, you can select what face, so that'll add a little bit of variety into the game. In the future, Nikita talked a lot about new locked slot items, such as like for how we have the compass now. Nikita discussed like a GPS. They are planning on doing the armbands, making that a locked slot, because why not? Nobody really loots those. There's no reason to take an armband off of another PMC. So they're planning on just making that a lock spot, so that way you don't lose that every raid if you use those. Nikita also discussed that binos may be something that add in to replace, like if you don't want to use the compass, you could put binos there. So that's something awesome to look forward to. I'm really excited about that. And then there was a lot of talk about customizable rigs in the future, and like customizing like the armor class of rigs, being able to switch around slots and stuff, and be able to do a whole bunch of new like customizable rig stuff. That doesn't sound like it's anytime soon that's going to happen, but that was something Nikita talked a lot about, and that they're super excited to get going at BSG. So you can be looking forward to that as well. So another thing they really discussed a lot about was gun camos and the possibility of having new gun camos in the game. Nikita linked a couple pictures actually of some gun camos. One was of a muzzle brake that had like a unicorn style gun camo on it. It looked interesting. Not a huge fan of that gun camo, but I'm really excited for that implementation of them. Personally, I don't want them to be really flashy. I'd rather them be more tactical style, but Nikita did say that they're going to try to focus on more realistic styles. So it sounds like they're going to do like where it shows like a gun skin that shows like wear on a gun, scratches, maybe rust, that kind of stuff. Maybe some woodland like camo type gun skins. So who knows what that's going to come with, but that sounds really cool. He did mention there's going to be some new clothes and other new wearable items, possibly vest and whatnot. Not really sure, but he did say there's going to be some new like wearable items coming in. There will be an offline co-op. I know that's something that I've really personally wanted, and it sounds like that should be coming pretty soon, hopefully. But the offline co-op may be dropped with the DLC. That he didn't really go into a whole lot of detail on it, but that was something that they did discuss. They did discuss a bunch of new weapons and weapon attachments. The Vector, a new shotgun. It sounds like it'll have like an integrated thermal in it. I don't remember what they called the shotgun, unfortunately, but they talked about a bunch of new red dots and whatnot coming into the game. So that's really cool. Add some more variety to what we already have in the game, just to change it up. Maybe find something that works best for you that maybe you don't think's in the game yet. And then there was also a discussion about adding VoIP. I know that's something that the community's kind of split on. Personally, I think it would be awesome if it was in the game, but a lot of people don't. So that was something they discussed about, but it sounds like Nikita really wants it in the game, but it will be toggleable, so they'll be able to like turn it on and off and whatnot. So that's something cool to look forward to as well. And then lastly, for news, they did discuss hideout expansion. So that means that we'll get a bigger shooting range, possibly moving targets and whatnot. So you can actually better test your weapons, find how you like, maybe even hopefully a longer range so you can shoot farther, maybe use a sniper rifle and have more accurate representation of that. He did discuss like a gym being added to where you could help maybe level your strength skill and whatnot. So that could be interesting. Not quite sure how that'll work, but that'll be cool if they do add that and other possible things. That sounds like it's a more future update. Doesn't sound like that's anytime soon, but that could be really cool and something to really look forward to. All right, so another thing that Nikita did announce during the podcast was that the new Twitch Rivals event is coming November 24th. So that'd be something awesome that we can all watch and look forward to and enjoy. So he provided an image. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen now. But it had the information on when it's going to be on November 24th and stuff. But that's cool. So that's something to look forward to. All right, so let's discuss what, in my opinion, was the most exciting part about the podcast, and that was them discussing the Woods expansion and the Streets of Tarkov map. So in regards to the Woods expansion, Nikita did say that this expansion will be a complete, it won't be just an expansion, it'll be essentially a complete rework of the Woods map. It'll make the map 2 times to 2.5 times bigger than it currently is. So if you already know how big Woods is, that the new Woods will be massive, so I'm super excited about that. Nikita did say that they probably will up the amount of players that are in a raid. I believe right now it's 12, so if they up that, that'll be insane. That'll be a lot of action, possibly a lot of PvP style content, maybe some long-range sniping, who knows. But it sounds awesome. Nikita did link or show an image of the compound, one of the compounds that they're going to be adding. It's going to be by the RUAF roadblock. I struggle to say that every time, but it looks pretty cool. I'll put an image up of it right here, but it looks pretty sick. That could be a good place to maybe get some sniper kills. People are trying to loot that and whatnot. So that looks like an awesome place to hopefully go and experience when the patch comes out that releases the Woods expansion. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. And then when it comes to Streets of Tarkov, now this map sounds insane. I already was excited about it for a while now, but after hearing Nikita discuss like a lot of the stuff they're going to be doing to it, it sounds like it's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be game changing. So Nikita did say BSG did up their staff by 30% for level designers to help try to get this map out sooner. It doesn't sound like it's going to be out anytime soon, but it sounds like they're getting a lot of stuff done on it. There will be a new scav boss on this map who will spawn in like a fortress style location, and he'll have access to a machine gun. So I think when he was talking about the machine gun, he meant one of the mounted ones, which will be insane. Not really sure, so don't hold me to it. But it was awesome to hear him talk about how cool and insane this is going to be. He talked about how maybe possibly adding on Streets of Tarkov a way to get to labs somehow. Not really sure. It was something that was kind of hinted at. Who knows what to take with that, but there's a lot of cool things. He showed some images of it, of like one of the hallways and one of the dorm buildings on the map, and he said it's massive, so it sounds like it's going to be the size of a city. I'm super excited. Essentially that was kind of what they discussed. They kind of back and forth, but that was the majority of what they discussed about Streets of Tarkov. All right, well, thank you for hanging around to this part of the video. I do greatly appreciate it, and if you did enjoy this video and you found this video helpful or informative, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. And if you would like to see more of this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button so that way YouTube recommends this kind of content to you in the future. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy, and like always, do good, do have fun, and do be kind. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.